Along those lines, I trust you. See, that's what should happen, Dustin. I don't know. It's working for Alan. Thanks, man. Appreciate you coming in tonight. What? He gets one. I guess that just means you didn't do it. Can't bamboozle me. Now I gotta trust in the technology. We've seen that it works. Therefore, it must always work, right? There's no other explanation. But yeah, so like I was saying, I'm not sure entirely where we left off. I haven't looked at this. I haven't done anything with this since like 2 weeks ago. I think I was supposed to grab the little blue line thing that comes out of the Steam's VR section, like their starter content. Maybe. I think that's what I was supposed to do. Either way, I didn't do it, so we'll be doing that together. Play-Doh, yeah. Man, when I smile, this thing goes wicked. Getting served fake foods by my kids. Ooh, yummy, 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 yummy. Oh wait, I gotta get Restream up. I do have it up. I need to have it on my screen. That's what I need to do. You over there, base station area? Yeah. I know things are broken. So, scary smile. It's nightmare fuel. You're welcome. Oh, it doesn't do my tongue. I'm sticking my tongue out. There's no tongue. Ugh. Having too much fun playing around with this. All right, let's hit this button. Please don't start the Christmas music again. I don't know why I did it last time. I mean, I wasn't live when it did it. You just have to trust me. Oh, hey, there's nothing. No music, there's no video, there's nothing. Pretty sure this is what I was using before. Maybe I wasn't using this before. Maybe I was using this screen. Yeah, this looks right. This looks right. All right, well, we'll get the snap camera off. I can change the filters or whatever. This is what I've got going on for now. Over here, go there, close that. Yeah. Look, we got a broken base station. I gotta send it back to like the factory and pay to get them fixed or something. Not good. I don't think it'll stop us from being able to work on this.
Justin 2012 was subbed for 14 months.
Woo! Hell yeah. Oh, there. Prime subscriber. I don't know what's going on with all this stuff. Hey, it came through. It's a new style of VTuber. It's the scary, crazy, not very accurate Snapchat type of user. Oh man, I got some banana bread. Stuff's super good. I guess the Snapchat filter is like no bread. The bread doesn't exist. The cake is alive. All right. I'm gonna look at the last couple minutes of this video to try to like refresh where we're at, and then from there, you know what? Yeah. We'll watch it. We'll start there. That seems like a decent place to start. Last couple minutes.
See if it's working. Cool.
Let's see what's going on here.
Succeeded. Let's go over and play it.
Oh yeah. We got the little circle thing spawning.
Working. So VR preview.
And it needs to look prettier.
And I'm looking around
because right now it looks like a giant cylinder.
Reason for that, I think.
Hey, Plant Lady, how you doing? Thanks for coming in tonight. Appreciate you being here.
As the default character.
Hope you've had a wonderful Christmassy thingy.
As the default.
Nice break.
I'll save, and then we can go and play it again. Oh, we've got something funny going on with that cylinder coming towards us, but we've definitely.
Hey, you started a hype train.
To where we are looking at.
Oh no, wait, we're 94% to a hype train. You guys almost started a hype train.
Congratulations.
Either way, I'm hyped about it. That's pretty freaking sweet. You guys all showing up right as soon as I get back on.
And well done for doing all that yourself. I will see you in the next lecture. I am going to call this
All right.
BP_VR example, and I'm just going to go
Oh,
ahead and create
hey, we're
the
halfway
project,
through this video
because
already.
We're going to do the same trick as we did before. In fact, you could try it yourself.
Yeah, this is
see if you can locate.
This is where we got to go steal some
material.
stuff
You don't have
from
to
a different
watch me do it.
project.
Locate the
Been
teleport
all
material
right.
and try and migrate it.
I'm sorry,
into
it's not been
project.
fan-freaking-tastic.
Okay, so I'm going to pause the video now.
But at least
and you could do
we got to
so.
hang
You
out
wanna
for a
try
little
it.
bit.
If
That's
not,
pretty
you
cool.
just wanna follow through. You can follow through. Oakley dokley. So we are
Alright,
going to have a look. In fact, it's pretty straightforward here. Because
Did I not
we've
open up
already
both?
got
I thought I opened up both. All right, we need to open this.
teleport ring. Not quite letting me click on the right thing. So you can see this thing is a cylinder. I can move it aside. And
Yeah, we want that. That's what
cylinder,
we're
I
wanting
think,
to
is
steal.
what we're going to go for. You could
We need to
go for
steal
this
that.
kind of flat cylinder thing.
That was the best part of the whole
as
thing.
well, if you wanted to.
I'm the best.
But I think this is enough to represent the teleport destination. So I am going to have a look at its material.
All right, it's having a hard
and I'm
time
going to
launching.
use the
Maybe because I
little
already had one
magnifying
launched.
glass to show
I
it
definitely
up
know you
in
used to be able to
the
launch two at
inspector.
once.
And you can see we've got this teleport cylinder preview.
Try it again.
Here.
Maybe I've tried to launch it like too many times. See, I had the project already started behind the scenes before we got the stream going. Oh man, Stream VR has encountered a critical error. Don't look at that. That didn't happen. You're animated. Yeah, this is what I was trying to find at the end of the other day when we were playing with the Snapchat filters. I finally found it, and then I marked it as a favorite, so it won't go away. And it does not like me smiling. Oh no! Unreal Engine crashed. What the hell? Alright, so first VR crashes, then Unreal Engine crashes. Scary AF. Not the smile though. Oh, you don't like the smile? Oh, I thought you liked the smile. Dang, Dustin, you were getting my hopes up. Somebody needs to like my smile. If I gotta like drink or eat, it like makes my eyes bigger. I think he's trying to like make me look all adorable or something. All right, Oh no, I heard a Christmas bell ring. I don't want to hear Christmas. No, no. Calamity of Dread. All right, this shouldn't be, that doesn't sound very Christmas-like. You went back to normal when you drank. Yeah, it covers up too much of my face. I got the hat on because the without it, it totally has my hair wrong. See, like when I put my hands up, that's right. I think that looks pretty cool. But then, oh, it's doing it now. Oh, there it goes. When it starts like throwing like a bowl cut on me. Yeah, there it is. I don't understand. I got my hair pulled back. But that's fine. Hey, what do we got going on over here? This is not the same demo template that was being displayed in the video. So this is the demo template that they have access to. Let's see what we got going on here. I need to turn down the music a little bit. A little loud for me. Alright.
And we've got lots of other things. We've got teleport preview.
MI teleport cylinder. Let's see if we just can't find that in the content browser. I mean, it is true that they're using Unreal Engine 4 and I'm using 5, so that's probably why it looks a little different. Let's look for, what is that? Let's just look for cylinder. Okay. Typing isn't working. Cylinder. Never mind the J. I don't know how to type. I haven't used a keyboard in ages. All right, there it is. It exists. They do exist. All right, what are we doing with this?
But I'm going to right-click on this one.
Right-click on it.
I'm going
Duplicate.
for the migrate.
Question mark. Probably migrate,
appear
right?
to be here, I believe, because this
Love the hair.
is not an asset in itself. It is just a subset of the assets.
Yeah, I like
maybe
it.
we need to migrate the whole folder. So I think I'm just going to go one level up, do the materials, right-click on that, and migrate the whole material thing. Saving the selected map, sure, and clicking OK. And then going over
VR template
our
materials.
architecture.
All right. VR template materials. And then we want to migrate this entire folder. Once it stops being frozen, a little frozen right now. Migrate, 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 migrate. There it is.
Explore a project, finding the content folder, and selecting that folder.
Yeah, that looks fine. All right, so we're gonna grab all of that, and we're going to stick it in our Stream Builds VR content folder. I think this is where it's got to go. That is what the talking man just said, I think.
And selecting that folder.
Yes.
Content folder, and selecting that folder.
Keep it all over there.
So we can now close down the.
Ginny has become an anime character,
project,
an evil one.
To our own, where we've now got folder structure that makes a little bit not so much sense. The virtual.
All right, so that should be moved over to the other project, hopefully. It crashed, so I can't see it immediately, so we'll just close this. There's nothing to save, so don't save that, and then let's open it back up. Where's the Stream Builds VR? Stream Builds VR, there we go. It doesn't do the, gotta animate the hand better for the check mark pointer that they always do. Well, Light Yoga Man, I challenge you to an extended battle of wits. Hold up, I need an apple first. Alright, let's see here. Do we have... Alright, cool, we do have our teleporting thing. This is the world we were in. This is the world we were in both of our settings. Oh yeah, we had to turn the graphics all the way down on low because it was crashing. I was like, why does it not look stunning? It looks all right though. Continue on.
Virtual reality materials here. So that's not quite where we want to put our materials. In fact, we don't quite want all these materials at all. So I can get rid of the generic head-mounted display. We might want the arc point at some point, so I'm just going to delete the head-mounted display.
Just leave these for now.
Included pixels. Let's leave those because I don't know what depends on what there.
I'm not sure what any of this stuff is.
Materials up to the content folder for now, and we can move it down when we've got some idea of what sort of structure we want it to be in. In this case, I am going to put these materials under version control because they're not very large assets at all. They don't have much texture. I think
I know they're talking about version control. I don't have any of that.
If you go and have a look, if you open up this,
but you see, I knew you'd request an apple, so I poisoned all the apples we have.
You can see that its inputs are all
right.
generated. So we've got this texture example.
I'm down L.
So there is.
At least I hope you're L, because if you're in, I'm screwed.
Noise, and there is a color, but otherwise, all this stuff.
But how do you already know of my love for apples? Are you some sort of time traveler? I'm zero. All the cool letters were taken. Well, how do I know you're not O? You're trying to play games already.
It's just noise. There is a little texture here for noise, and there is a color, but otherwise, all this stuff is just maths going on here. We're doing some tracting, some clamping. We are using power exponent.
The hairstyle changes so much
to make the.
Bet you it's thinking that my headset is hair.
On the teleport preview, but anyway, that is not massively important. You can see the gradients happening with opacity, and then we've got this emissive color, which is the blue. And if you really want to have a look at how things are working here, what's making what happen, you could
anything you say to the company or to me can be said in front of the company.
Without the opacity, it's just this
stop that tape
blue color. And if I put
Part of the
opacity
shtick, while
back,
you're wasting
that's
mental
what we
energy
get.
figuring out whether it's a
I
0
could
or an
also
O
have
or an
look
O or
at
a
the
0. I'm outsmarting
parameter
your
of the
plot.
exponent fall off, and I could increase that.
Hmm.
You can see how that has changed the
Let's see, I'm
gradient
trying to
and stuff
escape
like that.
reality
So
into
I'm just
virtual
gonna
reality right
undo
now as we
those
speak.
changes that I
You'll
just
never be
made.
able to stop me there.
I don't want to say
Then I'll be the
any of
true
changes
god
I
of the
just
world
made,
as I created it.
but I do want to go to our VR character. And actually, let's just check. I've moved my content folder around, but I want to get rid of that virtual reality folder.
All right, we gotta start paying. We gotta start doing a little bit of stuff here. All right, so we need to move this materials function up. We put it into the content folder, which kind of makes sense. So I guess we'll go ahead and do that. I'm not too sold on it one way or the other. Move or copy. All right, let's do this official. Like, right click, move. Move. All right, what if I just drag it? Move or copy. Move here. Hopefully that doesn't make references all over the place. Thought you were from Death Note, but it turns out that you're from Ghost in the Shell. Are you all hitting the sauce tonight? What? What type of question is that? Oh, you're just not following along the conversation. I'm with you. Well, you see, we watch these super cool shows where everybody looks like this. And, they're referencing that. That's where my name's from. I know you're silly. You're always silly. Alright, what the hell am I doing? Made a bunch of anime references. Good luck following them if you haven't watched the originals. Ghost in the Shell is something I need to rewatch because I basically remember nothing of it other than the live action movie was fantastic. There's one spot in the movie where this guy needs to make a left-hand turn, and so he like burns out his tires, and then he just does a complete like 270-degree angle turn going right to then go left. Like he just does like almost a full 360s burnout, and it's like, what the hell was that?
I'm just going to make sure I fix up any redirectors if there were any. I think not. So I'll just go ahead and delete the virtual reality folder. We've just got the materials now. So we can go to our BPVR character where I want to set the material of this cylinder finally. So
pending delete mgrid rotation texture 2D reference selected asset. All right, so it wants us to grab this. All right, we'll go ahead and move that up as well just to be on the safe side. I don't think we need it, but I would much rather be cautious here. Oh no, somebody's doing a thing. Unresponsive assassin, what's up, man? Thanks for coming by tonight. How have you been? Hope you had a good Christmas or whatever the hell you celebrate. Hope it was fantastic. What's good? Yeah, the live action version did not do it justice. The original anime movie was great. It was the series, standalone complex, as was the series. I'm pretty sure that I've watched the movie, but I was in like middle school, like the animated one, and so I don't remember much about it. But I did enjoy the live action one, legitimately. Just probably because I didn't remember much about the animated one. Or just like I go into it knowing it's not going to be the same thing at all. And I'm pretty sure whenever I watched the live action, at that point I kind of remembered the animated series. I'm good, and we celebrate Christmas. Hey, maybe it was Kwanzaa for you. I don't know, man. Do you sometimes wear a little hat on top of your head? Alright, so we got that moved around. We need to jump into our character. BPVR character. And update that cylinder to not look like a cylinder. Have you never seen me? I mean, when you put on that little maid costume, right? Like maybe that's just like you replace the hat. You're like, I feel better using a maid outfit to show my devout loyalty. Man, when I smile and laugh. It looks evil. It just downright evil. It doesn't help that after I see it, I've been trying to make an even more wicked smile, just to play it up a little bit. All right, let's change that terrible, terrible looking mesh, the destination marker. All right, this needs to become uh-oh, none of those look right. All right, let's watch the little video.
So let's go and have a look. Default material is what it's currently set to. That's rubbish. Let's go to the material.
Oh, the material. Okay, that makes sense. We're changing the material. We're not changing the static mesh. That makes more sense. There we go. That's probably what they want.
Material instance of the MI teleport cylinder preview. I think
yes.
that might do it.
Yes,
no,
yes.
That's not the one.
Oh, he said it's not the one. What?
Browser.
I mean, it's not the one.
Got MI
definitely the
teleport
one.
Cylinder preview.
So what's with the anime face? Last stream, I know it's been a while, but the last stream we were playing around with Snapchat, so I just turned that back on. So we keep playing around with it. There, now I'm a comic. This is actually a pretty good one. It hides the patchy hair. That's why we're using it. Now I look. This makes me think of All Might from My Hero Academia. I think I'm gonna use this one for the for my meeting in the morning for work. That's just his face. I've missed a lot. How was the surgery? Wait, what? Who the hell's that? Oh no, he just peed it out. He just I think it just passed. Like when he went in for the surgery. Well, if he was even going for a surgery, when he went in for a checkup, just fell out of him. I now have an image of Light Yagame doing a Detroit smash. There was no surgery. The filter broke to make him look human. Oh, my transformative surgery. I'm sorry, I missed that. Since you'd quoted Alan, I thought that for some reason I was thinking that you like loved him and remembered that he had a terrible kidney stone, but now I know otherwise. He's actually an artificial AI, but we're still working on the AI or on the intelligence part. And we got to blend in a little bit better.
Let's see if we can have a look again.
All right, how's this gonna work? Is it gonna work now?
I need to hold.
I changed mine. I don't know why he's struggling to change his.
Something that you don't want if you don't hold down the mouse button for some reason. Okay, so
he's nearly ready for the Turing test.
No.
Yeah, no one will be able to predict my answers. So I don't know if that's how you pass it or how you fail it.
There's lots of little idiosyncrasies. Teleport cylinder preview.
I remembered. I also remembered he ironically passed it.
Hopefully, if we go to our viewport, we can.
Your eyebrows
see
are perfect.
Teleport cylinder.
Yeah, see, they're just penciled on. I've always had penciled on eyebrows. You guys didn't notice?
Preview. That's fantastic.
Hey, how did he update his preview? See, this is what happens. I'm not paying attention. Somehow fixed it. I think if we just go, let's see here. VR root. Where's the viewport? There we go. Oh, see, it's already fixed. I didn't need to do anything. Mine is already working. I'm just good like that.
Fantastic. That looks great. Let's go ahead and.
Anyways, I'm gonna watch some stuff. Gonna lurk. All right, take care, Assassin. Thanks for swinging by. I appreciate you being here.
Okay, now we have something.
All right, I gotta make sure that mine looks like that.
Teleport cylinder much better. It gives us some indication that if we were to click a trigger, we're going to teleport over to that destination.
Except we're not right now.
The walls, and that's something we'll deal with.
I'm not sure
for now.
how this is gonna work out because one of the base stations broke, and it's the one that faces me while I'm sitting.
Make sure that we hide this cylinder when we don't.
So let's double check. First off, where's the game at? There's the game. Hey, it's working just fine. So yeah, whenever we look at something, that's where we're gonna teleport. We'll probably want to. Oh, it broke. It's working a lot better than I thought it would work. Well, hey, I'm glad. We got the red debug line that we're drawing to. See, when it's really far away, it doesn't draw it in the air. It only draws it when it's on the ground. Good stuff. Well, when it's on a surface of some sort. I gotta constantly make sure that my 250-pound chair and my 250-pound fat ass doesn't run over that cable, because I really would be sad if I ran over the cable and broke it. Launch Dragon Age Inquisition. The tat for Necromancer is a tattoo I've wanted for a decade.
Don't have a valid
Just
destination, because if we go and play and look off into this, notice how the cylinder has got stuck in
Well,
that
mine doesn't
previous
do that.
location. What we want to happen is that the
That's just
cylinder
because I put
disappears when we
a
don't have
else
any valid
hide. That's it.
location. So that's going to be a challenge.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything
show
fancy.
And hide the cylinder.
Oh well.
Okay, so
I've already done
when
it.
should
So
you see it? That's a
sweet.
good question to ask. And
That was from
have a look in the code,
previously.
see if you can determine when you should.
we should
see
get
it, when
the
you
Visual
shouldn't be
Studio
seeing it.
running.
Then search the docs for the right API to hide, show the visibility of the cylinder, and then finally test.
It sounds
this
like
out.
he's doing
So
it in a
pause the
much
video and have a
fancier
go
way than me.
at this challenge.
So I'll go ahead and pause it right here, just like you said. I'm not going to take a shot at this challenge because I believe it's already completed. I'm waiting for Visual Studio to open up right now, and then we'll take a gander to see how it's done, see if it's looking right. Hey, did those shirts fit? Yes, they did. I really like them. I didn't realize that most of my shirts were like squeezing me, and that I was uncomfortable at all points in the day, and I just didn't know. They slowly shrunk around me. I don't know what's going on. Certainly can't be that I'm slowly growing in them. Yeah, we got a Rick and Morty shirt, a wolf jersey type thing, and what the hell was the third one? Oh, in like a super like death metal dragon-y thing. It's pretty neat. I don't normally wear crazy death metal-y shirts though, but it's comfy and it looks cool. Man, this is taking a minute. What the hell? Someday it'll launch. Oh, there it is. We just had to start complaining about it. Still not completely done firing up. You can tell because the colors are all off. There, now it's all bright and colorful. Okay, so what I did for the answer was in here, I just literally just did this. Which doesn't sound quite as right because he's making it sound all fancy, right? He's like, hey, search the docs for the API. Do things like that. And I'm like, I'll just set the visibility to false. Like, if we hit something, all right, that's what this is. If we hit something, visibility true, and set the location to where we hit it. And then if we don't hit anything, just hide it. That's all I've got going on. There's no logic to make sure it's on the ground or anything to that effect. It'd be really awesome if they go over how to detect if it's on the ground or not, because I would like it to not show whenever it's like halfway up a wall or on the ceiling or something silly like that. But let's see.
Okay, welcome back. So first things first, let's have a look at the documentation and see.
First
if we
things
can
first,
find
I'm the
something
realist.
useful. So I am going to go to Unreal Engine again.
I should go here while he's doing that. That way in the future I'm already ready.
What have we got? We have got ourselves a cylinder, which really, well, it's a U static mesh component, so we can look for the U static mesh.
See, this is why I
component
really like
and
this
see
stuff,
what APIs
these
it will have.
tutorials.
Now, I
He goes
suspect
over
we're
how
not
to
really looking
find
for an
the
API that's
answers
on
when
the
you
U
don't
static
know,
mesh component at all,
like, necessarily
but
what the
rather
question
we are
is.
looking for an API that's somewhere higher up in its inheritance chain. In fact, it's probably somewhere as high as UScene component, for example, or even UActor component. So
It's like we want to hide it, and we don't know where to start really. And he's showing you how to go find that yourself instead of just giving you the answer. I really do appreciate that.
Let's have a look under UScene component.
Well, I'm pretty sure I got it already.
On visibility change, and it's got a set visibility. Fantastic. That's the kind of thing that we want. And it's also got, as you can see, a Boolean to propagate this to children actors. That's why it's a scene component, because scene components have children actors and they're actually visible in the world, whereas actor components are not visible in the world. They don't have a transform. That's why we have visibility on the scene component part. Great. So we want to set the visibility, and actually the propagate to children is not required. So we can go over to Visual Studio, and in Visual Studio we are going to have a look at the place where we might want to enable
destination marker.
So I think that we want to be able to see it when our trace is hitting a location. So the destination marker is visible there. But if it's not, so if the hit is not a location,
Looks
so
like
else,
he's going with the same solution that I put in.
then
So
we
that's
want to
nice.
set its visibility to invisible. So it's going to be.
Wait, I got one
destination
extra
marker,
line in there, don't I?
Set
What do I got that he doesn't?
visibility,
Um,
and we're going to set the visibility to false in this case, and we don't have
it's
to
that
do
world
children
location.
because that already has a default.
Oh, I'm setting the visibility
Now,
to true.
so
Yeah.
if
So
in
he's got
one
to.
tick we're setting
He's
it
gonna have
false,
to
we
do
must
that now.
make sure that when it is hit, we are setting it to true. So set visibility true, and
Sweet.
as an extra precaution, I'm just going to make sure that when we start the game, we are setting it to, so on begin play, we are setting its visibility to false.
Ooh, that's
Let's go ahead and build that
that's
and see.
that's
if it
good.
gives us
That's good.
the
I did not think to
desired
do that.
result. Okay, so
Yeah, if
back
you start the game, it's
into the
probably gonna
wheel, let's
start
play in
visible.
VR.
Oop.
Yeah, so this cylinder is moving around.
So that's a good little
but
update.
As soon as I go and look off into the distance, the cylinder disappears from my view until I look back down at the floor within the distance required. And my headset stopped tracking for a second there. Within the distance required, and yep. we
Oh
have
man,
got-
VR
It's hard
base
to see 'cause
station
my headset
broken. I'm
keeps
so sad
being in a
about
blind
this.
spot. But you can see that outside of the max distance, it disappears, and in the max distance, it comes back into view. Okay, so that, I would say, is a challenge successfully completed. We have managed to get our cylinder looking pretty and showing and hiding in the right moments.
I just did
Pats on
that
the back all around,
initially
and I'll
in,
see
I don't
you
know, the last
in the
video or
next
so.
lecture.
Just because I was like, this annoys me that it's appearing everywhere.
Hello and welcome. In this lecture, we're going to be implementing that teleporting, both with fade out
Wait, we're gonna
and
start to move.
fade in, and using some timers to help us achieve that. So if I look at a spot on the floor I want to go to, then I hit space, fade out, I move there, fade back in. And I can go and do it again, fade out and fade back in. And obviously that fade time is fully configurable by the designer. So let's dive in and see how we can achieve this. So last lecture we worked exclusively on trying to get our teleport destination in
excuse
the
me.
right place and looking good, and hopefully we succeeded in doing that. Here's
Doing
our
this in a
teleport ring.
movement component? I don't think we
Now,
are.
if I move the headset around,
Yeah, we're
you
just
can
doing
see
this in the
teleport
VR
ring
character.
does
We might want to move this
around
into a
at the
movement component at the end of the stream,
destination that I'm
or
looking
at the
at,
end
and
of
it looks like
the
walls
section.
will be dealing with that particular issue a little bit later on, but not just yet, because now what I actually want to do is go ahead and set up some teleporting. So let's see, have an overview of what we're doing. So far, we have done the things in white. We've been able to find the teleport destination, show the destination to the player. But what we want to do in this lecture, and it's going to be quite an action-packed lecture, is we want to fade out the viewport, move the player to a destination when the
BRB.
fade out is done, and then fade back in again. So how are we going to do that? Well, let's have a look first at how we can move the destination, because we can do that without any fading, can't we?
Moving the destination is just going
So
to be
let's set
setting
up
the
a
player
teleporting
location. That
action.
sounds pretty easy.
I'm going to not restore what it's asking me to restore, and I'm going to minimize the Steam VR. So first off, we
Wait,
go
you can
to
minimize Steam
settings,
VR?
Then we go to project settings. and
Sweet,
we
I didn't
are
realize you
going
could do
to
that.
look
Oh no.
for-
Now it's okay, it's behind me at least. The error message is just permanent behind the camera. See, there it is. Oop. Ah, there we go. Make that a little bit bigger.
input. Now under input we're going to create an action mapping, and I am going to call this action, what am I going to call it? I'm going to call it teleport. So now under this we could set another.
Whoa, this is engine input? This is not what I want. I thought it was project settings. What the hell do I want? It's not project settings. Editor preferences? That doesn't seem right. It's gotta be project settings. These settings are saved in default, which is currently writable. What? What? I don't think I've seen this message before. Speech mappings? Can you make like voice commands? Oh, that'd be sweet. I want to make an action mapping. This is going to be the teleport. And he said we're going to do it off spacebar for now. Sure.
Number of things up for teleport. Now, for simplicity and debugging, I am going to add the spacebar to teleport. Obviously, you could add some secondary bindings as well, such as you could have the triggers of your gamepad or perhaps your motion controller. So I'm going to do the left motion controller trigger, and I'm going to do the right motion controller trigger. So let's look.
You have to do it on each individual. Okay, so that's I did this on gamepad whenever I was trying to do this before on the movement, and I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working. I didn't realize that there was a controller for each individual thing. It seems like a bit much, if you ask me. All right, left trigger. And I'm using an index here, so we're just gonna set these up on the index, and then I'll forget about them, and they'll only ever work for the index. No other system will be supported.
Trigger again. Right motion controller. So if I'm walking around the room, I can use these triggers as well. Okay, so that's the input setup. Let's copy the name of this action binding, like so, and go over to our C++, where we're going to set up said action binding. So first off, let's find the location where we're doing our bindings. Here's all the bind axes. We're going to do a player input component.
VR character CPP. Yep. We got to set up the bindings up here. Set a player input. Down here. There we go.
Then it is going to be, rather than bind axis, it should be a bind action instead. And then we can use our text macro, just like we've done above, and put teleport in here, and we're going to bind it to this, and we are going to bind it to a function we haven't created yet. So let's go over to the header file, and in private we've got move forward, move right, and I am going to have a void teleport as well, or begin teleport, because it's going to be a process that takes a little bit of time. And
I think that's how you spell.
Like
I don't
so,
know.
and we can go ahead and implement this over in the C++, just underneath move right, put in the class.
Oh man, I don't have ReSharper anymore, I don't think, because I uninstalled it with the intention to reinstall it, and I don't know where the hell the where my license is. Oh. Huh. Typo and begin teleport. There is? That's not how it's spelled? It looks the same. We're just gonna leave it alone. So I should be able to like Alt Enter and then make this automatically do it. Automatically do it. Generate definition. Yeah, I did it. Now I don't have to do it. I can type less. That's all I ever wanted in life.
Put in the braces and copy that fully qualified name for the
All right,
binder.
I might be spelling it wrong, but that's how he spelled it. Looks right in Google's eyes. All right. That's just how easy I am to fool.
Binding.
I was pretty confident that was right.
That should do the trick, because I don't think we take in any axis for this, but it does.
Right, and then we just want to set the character location to there.
What the problem there is. Yeah, if we have a look at the output log, you can see that it's expecting more arguments, basically, because bind axis takes whether you're expecting this to be a key up or key down event. Sure enough,
interesting.
If we go and have a look at the documentation for the various bind axes, we're looking for the one that takes the pointer to the user class. It doesn't matter because they all begin with this.
I'm surprised that it cares about key up or key down.
The possible E input events are: you got pressed, released, repeat, etc. So I'm going to go for released. So we've released the trigger action. And let's go back over to teleport and pop that in.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. On release. I didn't really know if I wanted on release or on press. Oh, that's why this is red. This is why everything's being all squiggly. Again, we named this begin teleport instead of teleport. All right, there we go. All right, and then this is IE released. Alt enter. We need to bring in. Oh, it's not all caps. There we go. Go.
Now, hopefully that should build just fine. And indeed it does. So let's go on with the next bit, which is to actually make some movement.
Are we going to have to do this to get the hit location?
We're going to set the actor location. It's going to be set actor location, very straightforwardly. And what are we going to set the location to? Well, let's have a go at just getting the teleport destination marker's location, because it currently has a location. So we can get component location like so, and just teleport on to.
I didn't think this would be available right here.
We hit spacebar. So let's give that a shot. Go build and test out the game. So I'm going to go over back to Unreal and try it out. Okay, so here we are. Let's go over to that location, hit spacebar. Yep, sure enough, we move every time. You all notice.
All right, he's moving. Let's see if we're moving. We're waiting for it to finish building. Should be building. Yeah, a little icon right here. Taking a minute. Cool. Get that nice little audio. Let's see. All right. Oh no. Oh, I have. Okay. All right, we gotta remove jump. I think we have jumping enabled right now. It through blueprints. This is something that I did in the last stream, being silly. I wanted to add jumping, so we did. But I think the jump messed it up. No, the floor doesn't have collision here. That's a little weird. We're moving, but it's not a very good thing. See, if we play the floor as lava and we jump to like tables and stuff, then we're good. But it seems like the floor itself. Oh, this floor is fine. Oh, that floor is not fine. All right, some of the floor is bad. Some of the floor is good. Important thing is we're moving. All right, you know that's actually not a bad idea. I'm trying to make something super simple, right? I was thinking I Spy, but I'm open to suggestions on a very easy, like, bare bones game. The floor is lava sounds like a pretty easy game too. Make the floor deal damage to you, and then have like all sorts of crazy environment stuff going on. Then you can like make multiplayer, and then you can like throw power-ups and knock people around, and then suddenly the game's massive. And I failed the objective of making something simple. Man, I'm good at this. I'm good at making big games. Gotta add in like networking and everything else. Ability to push. Scope creep instantaneously. What am I doing here? I'm just toggling between stuff. All right, we got movement working. That's what we got. Let's see what the next thing is.
Jolt, which is a bit alarming.
Now it's going to want the fade in, fade out timers.
Don't seem to allow our ring to appear.
I think you got it all figured out.
Places perhaps that shouldn't allow our ring, or now we're stuck inside some furniture, which is a.
Oh yeah, I didn't try teleporting to the ceiling.
Maybe we're over this.
Let's do that.
It's not entirely sure where we.
I'm sure it will teleport us up high, and then we'll fall down, and it won't be what we want at all. But let's see. Oh no, let's just go through the ceiling. The ceiling isn't real. It's so difficult. Oh wait, I can use WASD keys. I forgot. All right. Oh no, I'm stuck on the floor. Where the hell am I stuck at? I'm stuck somewhere. Ah! No! Alright.
We are
Back to the video.
Something kind of funky is going on. We're going to leave that to you to debug later on, and we're going to fix it in this lecture.
No, you want me to figure out what's wrong with it?
But for now, I want to think about how we're going
I have
to
no idea
fade
what's wrong with
the
that.
camera. Now, this is quite simple stuff. It's just about knowing which APIs to call, and I think you guys are quite ready for reading the docs and finding out your own APIs.
All right.
So here we have it. We've got our different docs, which I have included here, linked to the lecture. Obviously, one of them is this
challenge
input event. But the other docs here are going to be about getting hold of the timer management. When you've got hold of a timer management, how you can set a timer. This is going to be important because you're going to want to fade back in after a certain amount of time, the time it took basically to fade out, do a teleport, and then fade back in. Also, I have included the docs for start camera fade, which is a function of the player camera manager. So where do you get the player camera manager? I've also included the docs for the A player controller, which has.
All right, so he's given us quite a bit of help here.
Camera manager. So all of these things you should be able to work out from the documentation, do a little bit of tinkering, but you know the basic behavior. We want to fade out, teleport, fade back in when we hit that teleporting trigger. So let's give that a proper challenge definition. Okay, so here it is. Your challenge is to fade out and fade in.
I'm waiting for the challenge page.
APIs linked against this lecture. Fade the camera
then
out.
We'll pause it and we'll go take a crack at it.
When that's finished, again, using the knowledge of your APIs to figure out how you can trigger something when it's finished. Think about those timers. You're going to teleport, then fade in again. Presumably, you want all these things to be easily configurable by the designer. Think about that. And try and debug the teleporting issue. You can try this on your own. I've got a hint. If you stay on for just a second more, I'll give you one more hint as well. Otherwise, pause the video if you want to just try this and you feel ready. Okay, the extra hint is where is the actor's center? Think about that when debugging the teleport issue. So pause the video and have a go at this challenge. Okay.
The actor center. All right. We want to fade in, we want to fade out. Resources. Give us the timer manager, player controller, and then that capsule component's probably to fix the bug. We'll look at that in a minute. Okay. Camera manager is here. This is all information that we got on that. Interesting. Timer manager. We're going to have to include this header. Let's go ahead and do that now before I forget. And see what else we got. All right, so we got to get the camera first. Surprised this isn't showing all the functions. Like this shows all. Doesn't show all the functions. Interesting. That's not a clickable thing. It looks clickable. It's not clickable. It's off the player controller, then player camera manager. All right. So for now, go to the begin teleport. Then here, do we have access to a player controller? Not like that. We don't. Let's go. Is it MO? Yeah, it's MO. All right. It's been a minute since I've done anything. Character. Ooh, that's loading. What are you eating? I'm eating chocolate banana bread, and it's amazing. An A character goes into a pawn. I don't think that's along the same lines. Player controller is not along here at all. So I need to figure out how to get the player controller. UE5 get player controller. How do we get this? Not sure. Player viewpoint, not liking the looks of this. So nothing in here. That's the header file. Let's go to the not header file. Oh, I haven't gotten a player controller yet. And that's what we need right now. Makes me think of some that was making me think of Super Smash Brothers. A UE5 get player controller. I think this is exactly what I just googled, but we're gonna do it again. Gameplay static, player controller input. Cast the controller. Those don't seem like it. Those don't seem right at all. Layer array 0. Ah, man, that does not work in multiplayer though. It would only work for ourselves. I wonder if we have to put a player controller in the header file or not. Man, I really don't want to get a player controller 0 just because that doesn't work with multiplayer at all. And I mean, probably not something I really need to be concerned with. But I am. Peanut butter cookies. The homemade raspberry jelly on top is so good. Raspberry jelly on top of chocolate chip cookies. Sorry, peanut butter cookies. I don't know. I don't know if I'm feeling that. We're gonna need this for the player camera. Let's go ahead and grab that, put it in. Yeah. So in blueprints, if we did this in blueprints, we would just have to be in here and we could just be like, get player controller. Literally that easy. It's literally this easy in blueprints. Boom, we got the player controller. Just like that. Then we got to cast it. What do we have to do though in C++ land? Do we even have a player controller set up? Do not there. Don't anywhere. See here in the game mode. I'm looking over on the right hand side. You can't quite see it. Yeah, it's using the default player controller. Okay. That seems to be in the game mode. Well, that's what we'd be casting it to. We might have to get it from player 0. Which again only works in local. Does not work. I don't think that works with multiplayer at all. Where is... Here we go. All right, that's fine. That's fine. And close all these tabs. No. How do you get a player controller in a multiplayer game? On the server, the quickest way to get all the player controllers is doing that. The game state. I want to do it from the... And I don't have a server right now. All right, yep, we'll just do it without it. That's fine. Rise off gameplay set edits. We're 27, go to 5.0 early access. And then we want to get player controller. That's what we want. See what shows up. Preferably in UE5. Returns the player controller. Yeah, this is what I want. Engine local player.h. Eh. I think that gives us access to that on begin teleport. Get player controller. Still does not work. Oh heck, buffering is back. I need to move. Or you gotta get that Starlink. This is a forward declaration. That's what that is. We have a player controller. My player controller equals get player controller. Huh. That does not work. Take it from the top. Let's take it from the top. Let's get the camera fade and do a camera fade out. Let's start there. We have the include of camera, player, camera manager. And it says the method is start camera fade. So this is what's interesting to me, that it says it's not there. Am I just not remembering how to program in C++? It has been a minute. Do I need to get like the active player camera manager or something crazy like that? I know it doesn't have the parameters provided to it yet. It needs from alpha to alpha, duration, color, and all these other things. But I would think that find it. Normally it like tells you what you need to put into it instead of just going, this doesn't work. Too dang poor. Probably cheaper than any alternatives. Cheaper than moving or any other internet options. Be my guess. All right, so this, we want to call this off of the player camera manager. But the question is, how do we get that? That's what we need to do. Yeah, a player camera manager, start camera fade. Yeah, so this is a method off of a player camera manager. Okay, all right. Yeah, it's just it's been a minute, like 2 weeks. You gotta bear with me. All right, so a player camera manager. Boom. Hey, there we go. There we go. We go from we're gonna start at 0. We're gonna go to 1. The duration will be, hopefully it's in seconds, 0.5. F linear color is going to be black. We don't want it to fade to audio, so that's going to be false. Hold when finished. I don't know what that means. We'll say true. All right, no, it doesn't like any of this. So apparently we're on the right track, but we're not quite right. Maybe these are booleans or floats, so they need the F. Oh, not really. A player camera manager does not name a value. Right, Google. UE5, how to get a player camera manager. A player camera, Unreal Engine documentation. U gameplay statics is what a different post just said. Get. Okay, there is a lot of gets. Get player. Get a player. Camera manager. All right, there's almost as many camera managers. Do I have to? Yeah, it's been a long time. I'm not sure what I need to do here. Don't want to have to put it in here. So like things that I do want to put in here are gonna be like stuff like this. So we're gonna go like fade time, right? That's the thing we want. We go fade out time even, and so we'll start that off on like for 0 to be, or by default it'll be 0.5. Then we'll want fade color. I really don't think that anybody's gonna want to change that. Yeah, I'm probably just not gonna do that. We'll start with the fade out time. We'll leave it just as that. Then we can come over to here, and then we can, instead of putting 0.5 F here, we can put the fade out time. That needs to be F. All right, so now that can be edited. Then we'll need a fade in time. And now that can be edited in the editor whenever we get that far. I got a character open. I don't care about the character. But the issue is I need to get access to this player camera manager. That's the issue right now. Before we clicked on this, this person has, this documentation showed up. The thing that I'm hesitant here is Kismet is an Unreal Engine 3 thing, but this says 4.27. We're gonna try just nabbing that. Your gameplay statistics is not happy. My autocomplete doesn't autocomplete. This says to include Kismet. All right, we're just gonna keep including stuff. Okay. It looks like it's finished. It's not red on anything besides this. It's not entirely telling me what the issue is there. Let's see if the autocomplete is showing up. It's not. That's we F12 on this to take us to the location of the code. If it finds it, then I think that we're good. Because sometimes the IntelliSense, the AI that tells you if you're doing things right or wrong, sometimes it goes wonky and it'll throw out red squigglies whenever there's nothing wrong. There's a good chance that's happening. Declaration for the symbol start camera fade could not be found. All right, well then this is probably not correct. Damn. Oh no. Is it crashing? There he goes. All right. Scared. Let's look at the forums. I don't want somebody to just straight up give the answer. I actually use a colon where I'm using the arrow. Am I using this wrong? Now it's super mad. Sounds like a method. World context object and the player index. All right, so this makes more sense now. This is like the library, and then we're calling this method off of it. I was thinking of this as an object, and that's what I was doing as an arrow before. Now it's telling me it needs a world context object and the player index, which is going to be 0. The world context object. I'm gonna hope that we can just do get world. All right, and see now it's like right here. It's putting the words from alpha to alpha. I think it needs to be 0 to 1. Maybe it'll be 1 to 0. We'll find out. Sweet, so that's working. Halfway there. And now we need to set up a timer to then call a function at the end of that. So you give us access to the timer functionality here. Open this up. Come here. I feel like this is adding in like a million things that we don't necessarily want. All right, and now that we've seen how that works a little bit, F timer manager set timer. Take that, post it here. And down here it's saying all the things that it's gonna take. Anime programmer. Hey, what's up, Raccoon Gaming? How you doing? How you doing? See, this is comic book. This one. No, this one over here. Oh, where's that? There we go. This is anime. But how you been? How you been? Hope you had a good break. Got to see the family or whatever you did. Maybe it was just taking it easy. Oh, that's the wrong window browser. Whatever you did the last couple weeks over the holidays, I hope you enjoyed it. Just doing some editing. I saw your YouTube update on that video, and I left a comment. I saw you saw the comment, all that good stuff. Anyways, I wanted to add. I've thought about putting it in the YouTube comment, and I was like, nah, I'll just send you a private message, and then I forgot. But now you're here, and it reminded me. I really think that your microphone sounds great. I think you got a great voice. I get a lot of inflection and a lot of like it was very engaging listening to you. And with that, I think you should turn the music down just a smidge. Yeah, so those are a couple feedbacks that I got for you on that. But I mean, who am I to be giving criticism? You know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you should turn the music up even louder. I just personally would like it down a little bit. Editing, it's my life now. Hey, I'm glad you appreciate the feedback. Like I said, I mean, there is something to be said about be careful who you take advice from, right? Like, I mean, I'm not like killing it, right? So clearly, if I had all the answers, I'd be smashing it, right? But those are just my inputs. Take it with a grain of salt. I definitely think that I definitely believe my advice. Obviously, I believe that it should come down a little bit and that your voice sounds awesome. I was honestly pretty surprised. I've been listening to, or like I've been watching a couple different like YouTubers or whatever, and I noticed that they have so much like voice fluctuation. And I was like, wow, I don't think I do that. I mean, maybe I do, I don't know. But it really surprised me because it doesn't seem natural almost. I don't know. But it's very engaging, right? Like, I don't think that people normally talk with a lot of changes, but it's very, very engaging to listen to a YouTube video that does. And I think that you nailed it. Maybe I just don't notice it in conversation because you're not paying as much attention. Could be a little bit of A, a little bit of B. Who knows? Who knows? All right, let's try to figure this out. All right, in-out handle. I think this is the method to get called. User class. I believe it's going to be this. Oh, man, I don't remember how to do a timer manager at all. That's what the power of Google is for. F-timer manager. Let's go. Just give me an example. I'll figure it out from there. No, don't give me the Unreal Engine documentation. I just came from the Unreal Engine documentation. I wish it had an example. That would be sweet. You'd be surprised. Just talking into a mic long enough makes you just be more relaxed. And it sounds overall more natural. I bet. Also, to the comment of editing becoming your life now. That's why I stopped making YouTube videos. I was like, holy shit, this is all I have. Like, every waking moment. It's either recording or working on a video, and then I realized it just wasn't for me. That's all there is to it. Not between like a job and everything else, you know. Like there's so much time in the day, and I outsourced it. I really liked the quality that I got from outsourcing it. Thought it was fantastic. I did it to oh my gosh, no, I can't forget their name. Kestra Bestra, there we go. I think that they did an amazing job. But ultimately, I fell off of the YouTube video game. F-timer handle, in-out handle. If the past in handle refers to an existing timer, it will be cleared before the new timer is added. Oh yes, I forgot about that. Okay, so we got to create a timer. I think we did one of those up here. We did not do one of those up here. Alright, well, that's pretty easy to do. If I remember right, it's just you come over here. We'll go, it's going to be private. I don't want anything messing with it. These are all components. We'll keep those together. These are all editables. We'll keep those together. This is all movement. We'll keep that together. I'll just make a new one. Private. F timer handle. What is this? This is going to be the teleport handle. Works for me. Teleport handle. There we go. Cool, that works for me. All right, and now I need to look up F-timer handle. F-timer handle. We have to do something special in the header. Then we have to do something up here. In the constructor, I mean. I'm not seeing an answer. I'm just doing normal C# stuff and curious if it'll carry over to C++. This is very C#-esque. It did not, as indicated by the squigglies and gray lines. I just moved to a place where I know no one, so I have nothing else to do. That happens. That happens. It'll come in time, unless you do nothing but edit videos. Then maybe you'll just make more friends online. And then that's kind of the same thing, right? Online friends are just as good as real friends. Sometimes they're even better. Because if you found them, it means it was over a shared hobby, and ideally you already have similar schedules, or else you wouldn't have ran into each other to begin with. F timer handle. Yeah, UE4. There we go. The documentations, I just wish that each one had an example. Because I see this stuff and I'm just like gloss eyes over. I need to see an implementation. That's what I need to see. Ain't nobody got time for that? Yeah, on that video. Void function trigger. So that's the trigger. So he doesn't do anything in the okay, there is nothing in the constructor for that guy's example. Sweet, works for me. Works for me. We're gonna grab this teleport handle. That's gonna be the name of this timer. It's gonna be the name of the timer. Let's add timer to it. Teleport timer handle. There. All right, so there's that. Next option. Next thing we need is a timer delegate. Believe that is the method to run at the end. I just moved. Oh yeah, I just read that message. So does that mean did you move up towards the big city that's around us, or what? Because if so, then I'm up there. Bump, bump, bump. In object to call the timer function on. That's the second. I think it's this. All right, the third thing is this is the delegate method, right? To call. All right. We're gonna make a new method called after teleport. Or we'll just call it in teleport. Now I like after because that makes it very explicit that the teleport happens in the begin teleport. Unless we did like before teleport, teleport, after teleport. I just want the teleport to happen in the begin. I think that's clear enough to me. But maybe it's not. Maybe this is a bad idea. Cutting corners here. Huh. Alright. Now we need to implement that, which is going to be same as this. Copy this, come down, bloop, blop, bloopity bloop. After, lowercase the f, delete all this, get that all out of here. And I think it requires a ampersand sign as like a reference. These plus things that I'm not entirely sure about. In rate, the amount of times in seconds between set and fire. If 0 clears, it clears the existing timers. I don't know what that means. I'll go with 0. Okay, next. The next thing is the loop, which we'll put on false, and then the delay time we'll put on it's going to be the same as our configurable, which is going to be fade out time. So after the fade out time, then we call this method. I think that's what we want. I'm going to go with it. That's my answer. It's clearly mad, so I didn't do something right, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and carry on with our answer. So after that, we want to do the opposite of the fade. We're gonna copy all this, but the only difference is instead of it going from 0 to 1, we're gonna go from 1 to 0, and I believe that will remove the blinders. So I think that is everything. Except the set timer is not working currently. Non-static member reference must be relative to a specific object. Okay, so the F timer manager is not something, it's not static. We need to get one of these. We need to get a timer manager. I assume that's going to come off the world. Yeah, this seems right. Yeah. This looks right. All right, cool. Wait, that's the change to a dot? Yeah, it did change to a dot. All right. Put all of this up to that, and we'll see if it works. Surprised I didn't have the get world. Yeah, this get world. Yeah. We're gonna keep the same. We're gonna keep the same thing going. All right, this looks good. This might actually work. Maybe just maybe I'll pass this test. So I think I was already in the test when you showed up, Raccoon Gaming. I'm following along with a tutorial, and we got to a challenge page. So they give us a little bit of instructions. He gives us a little bit of links to resources that he thinks we'll need to accomplish this task, and then I started going on trying to figure it out. That's what was going on there, and I think this is the answer. So we're gonna build it. We're gonna try it. Building, yes, it's building down here at the bottom. That took a little bit longer than I thought it would take. And watch it not even work. Is this the same project that you were working on with making the camera stick to the player in VR? Yes. Yeah, same thing. All right, let's see if it works. Yay. 1, the fade isn't working after the fact, and 2, we're teleporting before we fade, because that makes sense. Since there's not a delay, we start the fade here, and then we just set the we just move them. All right, so whoops. So this is before teleport, begin teleport, and then this is just teleport. All right, that's the way this is going to be named now. And over to the header, we got to update that. All right, so at this point, the only issue is the camera isn't fading back off. So we'll have to figure that out. Why not? So it's probably going to be that the timer isn't working. That's going to be the most likely culprit. Fade out time is squiggly. Why is that? Did this even build? Like everything's all red. Meow. Hey, Dustin. What you got with those Pop-Tart cats? Dude, I could go for a Pop-Tart kitty. Alright. I mean, it seems like it built. Sounds like it built now. Alright. The timer manager did not successfully call this function. UE log. Alright, I forget how to do the log. Unreal Engine log. Figure this out. Logging with UE log. Yeah, this takes logging is a silly, like, it takes so much. It's kind of ridiculous. Get world, get timer manager, set timer. Handle this to the method. How long? Wait. Oh, maybe this. All right. Let's delete this one and put this here. Maybe that's the correct. Let's try that. Why read things when I can just try changing stuff up? Oh yeah, this isn't gonna build. I got bad syntax here. I don't want to put it in log. I just want to do things. Yeah, it worked. Smooth as butter. Never mind that I can use WASD to walk around. Can't use WASD normally, right? Like that's not supposed to be allowed in VR games. Ah, I'm stuck on the chair. I can't fit through here. The door's too small. But I can teleport. Oh god, the floor isn't real. Damn it. Oh, actually, hold up. I want to try that. Can I just spam mash the spacebar? Because if so, that's a bug. All right, can I just spam mash spacebar? Base. I can. It doesn't do anything. All right, now we let go and we fall through the floor because the floor is lava or some shit. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. Because sometimes I fall through the floor, sometimes I don't. It's something with the teleport. Something with the capsule. Like something's wrong with the teleport. We're teleporting to like that location. Actually, I'm not sure. They hinted the hint at the problem that they gave. The hint to the problem was, where is the actor Centre? So I'm guessing that it's something to do with the headset being off to the side, but I thought that we fixed this bug. Is it a collision issue with the floor? It is, but it isn't. Wait, hello there, Savvy. So the reason why I say that is, if I walk around with WASD, we don't fall through the floor, right? Here we're fine. But if I teleport, there's like a 50-50 shot we fall through the floor. Like there, it kind of jittered. It tried to fall through the floor, and there it did. Ah! So there is collision on the floor, but after we teleport, the centre of our actor is below the floor, it seems. All right, this song I don't like as much. Oh, well, the song's over. Okay, cool. No, we don't. We like, so what if 0.5 means we're a little too high and then we fall every time, right? You don't want to like teleport and then fall down. We don't want to just guess at it. The floor is lava. Yeah, I was saying, I don't know if you had stepped away for the children or something. Maybe you heard me say it, but that might be another option. Instead of doing I Spy, we could do like the floor is lava. Just something small, you know? That's all it takes. Maybe tag. But there's already a great free VR tag game. I have not played it, but I've heard a lot about it. Gorilla tag. You're all a bunch of gorillas, and so you can climb on like anything, and you can fling for yourself from trees and stuff. It looks really cool. It looks pretty fun. Yeah, I got it too. One of the base stations broke, which really stinks. See, if I move my face. Oh, that's not my face. I don't know what I just moved. See, oh, it's gone now. Well, that's weird. Huh, because there was a, oh, it's over here now. There it is. Base station there. All right, let's go with, let's change this up a little bit. Let's go to, what if we try, this seems good. Seems good. All right, here we go. This is the new filter. I hope it's not too terrifying. Oh Jesus, please. That good, huh? That's that good? Is this gosh darn audio not being on that screen? Oh. Yeah, I was hoping that this is what you want to see. So, whenever I go into the work meeting tomorrow, should I have this filter on, or should I go with the anime / comic book one? So, I missed 1 minute ago when I didn't know this was a thing. The last work meeting I had, I joined in as a reindeer, like a Christmas themed one, and I joined into the meeting a little late because that's just, I'm always a little late, and somebody was talking, giving a brief of something, and as soon as I joined in, they were just like, what the fuck is that? And then they're like, what were you talking about? And they totally forgot. It was great. All right, yeah, you know what, this seems like 10 out of 10. I need to mark this as a favorite. I don't know how to use Snapchat. Where's the mark for favorite? There, mark that as a favorite. I guess I could be headless. Eye bleach. It doesn't blink when I blink. I need to figure out a way to allow you guys to set the filter through channel points. That would be awesome. Swipe to change direction. What do you mean? All right, this is too distracting. All right, enough of this. Let's get back to it. Here we go. We gotta get back to it. But I gotta have a good one. We'll go with. I don't even know. Oh. Whoa. Here's your eye bleach, Dustin. This is what you were after. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sure. Oh yeah, Savvy wants outside. Let me let the dog out. Here we go. Is this the filter that we continue working with? This one doesn't seem too distracting, right? This is gonna be super distracting, isn't it? I already know. All right, we'll try it out for a little bit. Oh, I kind of like this. Might like this more than the anime one. I still think the comic book one is my favorite. I think the comic book one's my favorite. Okay, so we got the teleport to work. We got the fade to work. We need to get it so that we don't fall through the floor sometimes. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, and I don't know why. But the hint that Game Dev TV gave us is, where is the actor Centre? I kind of don't want to work on this one. I'll be honest. This one sounds like a difficult. It sounds like a difficult bug, and they have the answer primed and ready to hook us up. And the camera offset was a pain in the ass to figure out. I'm not using this. Get that out of here. Let me pull it up in here. This might actually be the answer in here. Yeah, this is the answer. This is the problem. Hey, see, I'm smart. I know what's going on here. The teleport location is in the center of our hitbox here. Are we able to just move this down? Can I just do that? Does that fix it? I don't know if this is gonna fix it. That would be a very simple solution if that actually does fix the problem. Let's try running it. That did not fix it. I tried. Hydrate. I'm hydrating on some wonderful strawberry lemon basil. Lower, it's still in the capsule, but it doesn't happen every time. And it said the centre was the problem. All right, we went even lower. Still a little bit in. All right, you know what? Just for you, we'll go even lower. Maybe. What the hell? Where'd the moving parts go? All right, that's as low as we're going apparently, because the moving things disappeared on me. They're back. I had to click the button. I don't think this is gonna fix it. Yeah, that's not fixing it. It's a good idea. A for effort. Press M. I figured it out without pressing M. All right, I definitely think that something over here is the issue. Could it be the camera location? The actor location was the hint, specifically the actor. It's got to be the capsule component. The capsule component is the actor itself. It's the root. So that's got to be the issue. Can move the mesh? I don't know. Like I said, I don't feel like fighting with this one. This one I'm not going to fight with. We're going to move this guy back up to where it was. We're going to move on and see how we did on the fade in, fade out. And we'll take it from there.
Okay, welcome back. So let's start with the fading out. So as indicated, we want to use the start camera fade. You can see from the docs you have a from alpha and a to alpha. Obviously,
this is one of the benefits of following a video.
From one,
whenever you come across a weird one, you're just like, all right,
0 or vice versa.
We'll let you take the wheel.
Sorry, we want to go from 0, which is fully transparent.
Man,
to
we would
1, and we want to give it a color,
if not,
which is going to be black, and a duration, which is going to be figurable. So let's start with that. Well, how do we get hold of this player camera manager? It's on the player.
We got a hair effect. I got
now,
my hair
note
go.
that
Right.
we are a pawn, which means we don't necessarily have a player controller if we're being controlled by AI. So we do have to take that a little bit into account as well. So let's have a look at our begin teleport for starters. So we are going to have to get hold of our player controller first, which means we have to get our controller first of all. So you get a generic A controller, and we need to try and cast it to a player controller. So do a player controller, or try to cast it at least to a player controller. And then what we want to do is store this. So it's going to be the
what in the hell
controller.
Happened in the 5 seconds I was playing with my hair. This is not at all what I did.
Now, note that we are a pawn, which means we don't necessarily have a player controller if we're being controlled by AI. So we do have to take that a little bit into account as well. So let's have a look at our begin teleport for starters. So we are going to have to get hold of our player.
Okay, he gave no
first,
explanation beforehand. Gotcha.
Get a controller first of all. So you get a generic A controller, and we need to try and cast it to a player controller. So do a player controller, or try to cast it at least to a player controller. And then what we want to do is store this. So it's going to be the player controller. I'm just going to abbreviate that to the PC. And our cast seems to be not so happy because I think it says that there's no suitable conversion because this is not a pointer. Okay. So we make it into a pointer. Now what's going to happen is this is going to be a null pointer if we are AI, for example, and don't have a player control. So we need to put in an if statement here that is going to say that the player controller is not equal to the null pointer. Then we can go ahead with our fade logic. So we've got the player controller. We're going to get the, what did we say it's called in the docs? The player camera manager. So player camera, and this is going to have to be an arrow because it's actually a pointer. So
continue. How the hell do you spell continue? Am I losing my mind? Okay, so it's how I spelled it. Gotcha. All right, I'm just really bad at spelling, so I gotta double check. It looks really weird.
So arrow, player camera manager.
Break.
And then the player camera manager is a pointer or is not a pointer? Let's have a look at it.
Return.
Go and click on it, get the full thing. That is a pointer as well. So we are going to be using an arrow there too. Player camera
so
manager,
he's getting the player
and we'll be
camera
able to
manager
start camera
off
fade.
of the player,
So,
which is the first thing I thought initially. But so the way that I did it is I got it off of the world for the player 0, which this does not work in multiplayer at all. The way that he did it, I think controller returns the controller for this actor. Yeah, so this will work in multiplayer. So we're going to go with his solution, not my solution. My solution did work, as we saw. It does not work in multiplayer. His solution, I think, will.
So what's it saying? Is it saying that we've got an incomplete type? No, I don't think
Which is sweet.
so. I think it's just saying that it doesn't like...
And something that I did different is he did if player controller does not equal null, and then he wrapped all of this in the parentheses. See, so if it's not equal to null, and then he starts doing the stuff. Whereas what I'm doing is if it's null, just stop. I don't like to indent very much, so that's what we're doing. If it's null, stop running the code. That's just a coding style that I take. However, this is at odds with another coding style that I have, which is to only have one return in a method. Sometimes you got to choose your priority, which thing you like more, and I like not having indents more than having multiple returns. Or rather, more than having a single return. All right, so player camera manager, I think, is just gonna... we'll just go ahead and let it run, and I'll type along.
To start our fade, as I said, we are going from 0 to 1 in terms of alpha. The duration is going to be configurable, so let's put that in the header file along with our other configuration parameters, such as the max teleport distance.
There it is.
We are going to have another float there, which is going to be teleport fade time. Rename that. Now, I believe this is in seconds, so I'm going to make the 2 seconds for the teleport fade time. And then we're going to go back to the C++, put our teleport fade time as the configurable parameter. Then we have a linear color. Now you can look up the documentation for linear color if you like, but it's fairly straightforward. You can often just find some color constants using : and then, for example, black.
So I'm using fade out time. He's doing teleport fade time.
No, that's
a pretty good name.
We don't want it to fade audio, but that's the default anyway. So let's just leave it at that. So that's going to fade out. Let's test that out. Yep, building okay. Let's actually play it. And why is my headset not tracking? There we go. There it's tracking now. Now, if we hit enter, you can see that over the course of 2 seconds, which is a very long time actually, 2 seconds is probably much too much. It is fading out, then fading.
This might be used.
So I'm
might
going
not
to
be
stick
used.
the default over to probably 1 second, so that it fades to 1 second. That seems to be working correctly. And now you can see the problem. We're fading and instantly teleporting, but because the fade happens over a period of time, we are teleporting
there we go.
while the fade is still happening. That's obviously not what we want. So we're going to have to use the timer, which is the second part of the documentation.
Hey, what the hell did I have wrote beforehand? Because this,
and
we went down to here.
Timer on the F-Timer Manager. We get hold of an F-Timer Manager from any actor using the Get World Timer Manager.
What did it, what, all right, let's back it up.
Returns a struct directly, so we don't need to use arrows. So we can use our set timer function.
Camera manager.
Set timer. Then what? Well, there's this strange thing here, this in-out handle. So it's both an input and an output parameter. Rather odd. We just need to pass it in. So let's give it a shot. F timer handle is what it's called. So we're going to go ahead and create.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll call this the handle.
Cool.
And just creating the memory that then gets.
I was getting myself confused. Sorry.
This function.
He said moving something down to the other section, and then I got confused. But I already put my set actor location down here.
What function is it going to call? If you have a look at the documentation, is then. What function is it going to call? If you have a look at the documentation, you can see it takes an in object, the object to call the timer function on, and then the reference to the method, very much like we bind input for our mouse and keyboard or our axes. So we do it in the same way. We have a this, then we're going to have an ampersand, and we need to create a second function. Perhaps we've got a begin teleport, perhaps we need an end teleport. Wouldn't that be helpful? So we're going to have a finish, that's what I'm going to call it, finish teleport. Copy that over from the header into the C++, the C, and we are going to just put in the class, colon, in front of this, like so. Okay, and then we are going to.
Yeah, they're just names, so you can name them whatever you want. Mine, I think, is after teleport.
Like so, and then.
Or mine is just called teleport, because that's when it actually teleports.
Yes, there is. The rate. So how long? Well, actually, we want it to start as soon as the fade has finished, so it's going to be the fade time there. And then some more information about the in-B loop. Should it loop, or should it just fire the first time? Well, I don't want it to loop, so we're going to call that false. And the first delay, the time for the first iteration, if less than 0 in rate will be used. So I think we can just leave that as it is. And in fact, I'm not even sure whether the default is correct here for whether we need to include false here. But you will notice certainly that this F-timer instance is basically not defined. So you're going to have to use your noggin and find some timer manager includes, which we're going to do. So we're going up to the includes and hash include timer manager. That should hopefully do the trick and make it happy enough to run.
Oh, he's able to just get world timer manager. Oh, so interesting. Okay, so I got world and then I got the timer manager. There is literally a thing called get world timer manager that combines this all into one. Cool.
Run.
I mean,
with the semicolon on
I got it, but he did it in one method, and I did it in a couple calls. So we'll do it in the single call. That makes sense.
Yep. So the in loop is false by default, and the first delay is -1. So actually, we can leave the looping out of here entirely, keep it nice and clean.
This snap filter is kind of fun.
And the time at which we want the handle to be called, which is very, very straightforward.
So I was going over the answer to the challenge. So far, I've came pretty close.
In the finish teleport. So when we finish teleport,
the difference was the player controller. His line 88.
And we want to deal with the fade up. So I'm going to take all this fading that we've got, and I am going to just invert it. So fade from 1 to 0, with the color being black. And let's go ahead and build it and see if that works. Okay, let's hop on.
I gotta change. I forgot to change the fade out.
Enter.
Since I changed the fade in.
Fade in, and we're here. Let's try it one more time. Go over to that destination. Fade out. I'm here, and fade in. Fade out. I'm in. Perfect. So that seems to be working very well.
BRB. All right, playing lady.
One question that we still have is what's happening in terms of our location. Now, my hint to you was to think
he didn't fall through the floor, but his map probably has a thicker floor because we're not on the same map.
You might have realized that the actor is actually centered somewhere in the middle of their body. So when we are teleporting them to a location, let me show you what I mean. So if my actor, for example, was this capsule here,
Yeah, see,
which is
the
actually our
thing
player
is in
start,
the
so it's a
center.
pretty good actor
Oh,
reference.
so we needed to move
You
the
can see that its
capsule up.
center is somewhere off
Not
the ground.
move
It's
the
not
marker
centered at his
down. We
feet,
need to move the
but
capsule up.
our
That's my
cylinder
guess.
is centered at the ground, which means when we teleport our actor, we're teleporting him partway through the ground. And whether he pops up or pops down through the ground is really just kind of a matter for chance. So we do want to have a little think about how we can get this teleporting to the right location. And the way of doing that is you can get hold of the height of the actor's capsule, which is very, very handy, because then that means that we can just add to the location that we're moving to the height of the actor's capsule. Now, clearly don't worry if you didn't get all of this, but if you go and look up the documentation for an A character, you will find that there is such a component or a method call called get capsule component, like so. And from that capsule, you can get the get capsule half height or something it's called. So if we'll have to include the U capsule component headers for that U capsule component. And if we go and look at that in the documentation, we can find that it's under components capsule
half height.
H. So
That sounds
copy
like what we
go
want.
Back CPP, include the header.
Now you have me opening UE5 and
Oh,
trying
well,
out my
used to be so
Quest
much
2
easier when
plugged
they
in.
had the monolithic headers,
Yeah.
but oh well. We
Glad I could be a
now have
positive influence on
these
you there,
nice
buddy.
Faster compile
Now
times.
just imagine if we did UE5 for the last 10 days. Instead of playing 100 games of League, we played like 20 games of League and spent 80 games worth of time in here. Just imagine how much better we'd be.
Or at least somewhat faster. So we can now do get.
Yeah. But he's doing it a little different,
We
right?
call the capsule half height. So
Well, he's getting the capsule half height.
That's what's wrong with that. So I'm trying to do this from memory, but you can obviously look at the documentation to get you going. Now, there is a thing called get scaled capsule half height. Now, this means that it will be scaled by whatever transforms your actor has currently had applied to it. But that's probably what you're wanting because it's essentially in world coordinates. So if we do a component location plus the capsule half height, that should have us golden. The eagle-eyed among you will notice that here we are adding a float to a vector, which is obviously not the thing I had intended to do. You can go ahead and try and fix this yourself, but I'll be fixing it in the lecture coming up called Deforming Meshes with Splines. It's about 10 lectures time. And
All right. Yeah, so there's already an error. F vector, we'll fix it ourselves pretty easy. New location equals get component. All right, equals this. Now we'll go new location. Z axis vector. Is it the Z that we want? I think it's the Z that we want. Set Z. No, this isn't a vector. What is this? Is this a transform? This is an F vector. What the hell goes into an F vector? Let's try to figure this one out. I think we can figure this one out. All right, convert. All right, let's see here. So many shaders on to compile in the VR template. Yeah, it takes a minute. He's not offsetting it off by 0.5 necessarily. He's actually calculating the height. All right, so we need to transfer a double into a height. UE4 double into vector. That's what I meant to say. Version F vector. We want to create an F vector out of a double. Oh, so it's got XYZ. Okay, that's what an F vector has an XYZ. I thought that was a transform that had an XYZ. No, transform has a vector, a rotation, and something else. Either way, new location Z equals plus equals. Can we do a plus equals in here? I hope we can do a plus equals in here. And now we'll take the new location and drop it in. Boom. Now we did all that. Get this down. So this is move the character. Fade out. Or fade in. Cool. Let's try it. Let's run it. Build. Yeah, whatever I launched this world initially, it took so long for it to load. So long. It was just, we were just staring at like a blank world. I think I actually ended the stream on it because it was taking so long. It definitely takes a minute. Oh no, it didn't compile. I got a typo somewhere. Syntax error. Oh, how did this happen? Very odd. Should fade audio. I don't want that true. I don't want the audio to fade when we teleport. It looks like we don't have to specify, so I'm not going to specify. I think off is the default. All right, let's build this again. Cool, succeeded that time. Oh my. I wish I could restart without sending, because this is just obviously an error on my part. Stream builds VR. We're currently sorry that this crashed. Thanks for the help improving. Don't know why it crashed. It doesn't give me any further input. What did I do wrong here? Is this what's wrong? I was wanting to add to the Z vector our half height. Let's not do it that way. I'm assuming this is why it crashed. We'll just do it like this. We'll do the addition ourselves. A plus equals should be the same thing. Maybe C++ doesn't do that. Pretty damn sure it does. Play it safe, you know. Here's Savvy barking. He's apparently done playing in the snow. Oh yeah, so something. Huh. All right, it's crashing again. That's all we really changed. Okay. Statue location. Huh. All right. I'm gonna try setting this back here. Comment this stuff out. Build and see what's up. Did I change anything else between the last time that it worked? Why is it not working all of a sudden? Huh. All right, Savvy's done playing in the snow. Let's let her in. I'm open to suggestions. I'm not sure what's going on here, why it's crashing. We must have like a null pointer reference or something somewhere. I don't think that's it. Destination marker. I thought this was all that we played with up here. This cache shouldn't be failing. I don't know. I don't know. Close without sending. Don't send the update.
Towards the end, about 10 rings, but I'll be
Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up.
You're going. Site is for chance, which want the handle.
All right, he does the cast. Pointer, cast, a player character, get controller. Pointer, 0, 1. Teleport, fade time. Black. Get the handle, which we set it over in another spot. Get world timer manager. This is new. And then, I mean, that's what we were using before. This doesn't work. Then maybe it's the player controller stuff? We're not getting an error message is the problem. It's just like, it's just crashing, but it's not telling us why. If it gave us any info like, oh, hey, you got a stack trace on line fucking 72. Go look at that line. Something's wrong there. Or anything. This would be a lot easier. We're very sorry. Please provide feedback. Crash report, compare diagnostics. Click here to view the full diagnostic. All right. Show me what you got. Runtime info. This is probably going to have some sensitive shit in there, knowing my luck. Crash report client. Log. Let's see what the log says. Failed to load. DLL. Nothing in here seems useful at all. Gotta say, my solution didn't crash the freaking game. It didn't work necessarily, but it didn't explode it. Let's see here. All right, let's try this out. What the hell? Pointed out that there was an issue with this plus that, but we're not doing that right now. All right, if I comment out this entire method, then it won't call the second method. Okay, let's comment this out. So it'll only do the fade out. It won't do anything else. And if it crashes, then we know it's within these lines of code. Actually, it's not within those lines of code, because that only happens when we push spacebar. We're not pushing spacebar. What did I touch that was outside of this method. Because yeah, this only happens once we hit spacebar. It's failing on load. It's crashing before it even gets anywhere near here. Alright, so I'm gonna go back to trying this out. I think this will work. Huh. We can teleport. Sure, let's take... It's completely out of the picture. Completely. They're gone. They don't exist. Oh my god, I bet I know what the issue is. I bet you I wasn't hitting the save key, and I was just hitting compile. You would think that compiling would save it, but it might not. Alright, completely removed. All the stuff related to movement is out. We're back to before the stream started. Launch. Why is it crashing? What the hell? No. So, I don't think it's the return. Well, now I definitely don't because it's removed. But this method got called when we pushed the space bar. So, this wasn't even getting called because I'm not even pushing space bar. It's failing to even load. I don't know. This is super weird. Doesn't make any sense. Type of weird. Cable. Maybe the headset went to sleep. Yeah, I don't know. This was working just like 2 seconds ago. So, nothing in here, nothing there. This is the only place I've been. Didn't change any of that. Any of this. Got this in here. Remove that. There's literally 0 things in this now. You going to bed out of this? Yeah, it's a work night. See if we hit this local Windows debugger thing, if we get any additional info. I don't think we will. Maybe it'll catch it before it explodes. Oh, it's launching a whole new okay, hold up. Have the vegan chorizo mixed with the barbacoa. It's noms. Nice. I only ever like the chorizo from Chipotle. I've had it at some other places and I did not like it at all. I know this is something different. This is a vegan version. But just a fun little tidbit. Exception thrown in the Unreal Engine editor Engine DLL. Access violation reading location whatever the hell. What the fuck? Something's going on in Unreal Engine. All right, yeah, we'll copy the details. I'm go to Notepad. I guess I have a million things open in Notepad too. Oh, there's no additional info. Normally, whenever you copy an error message, there's additional info. No, I don't want to update anything. Wow. Okay. All right. There might just be a game-breaking bug in Unreal Engine 5. It's in alpha right now. I don't think I've done anything to break it. This is where, if I had version control... Oh, God. If I had version control, I could just revert it back, you know, like a sensible person. All right, this is... I'm getting shot in the foot. It's by myself for not setting up Git before doing this damn project. Glad Six Corners isn't here to be like, I told you this would happen. Watch him come out of the... Where's Six Corners at? Oh, God, Dustin already knows. Yeah, because every time he's came in on these Monday streams, he's been like, got your source control set up yet? I'm like, it's a private project. It's small. It'll be fine. I don't need source control. Who needs that? But yeah, there's literally nothing going on here. I don't know. I'm at a loss here. It was literally all removed. I literally removed it all. Let's launch it back up and look through like the game mode. Maybe something got changed over there. We'll open up the VR character. Maybe something got changed over there. I'm not sure. Those are the only things. Like project settings is something we went into on the input. We put in a spacebar. Is like my spacebar key stuck or some shit? Action mapping. It's got the teleport on spacebar. Maybe that's breaking. This isn't here. Maybe. Big doubt. All right, we're gonna bring it all back. Bring it all back. We're gonna leave this commented out, but we're gonna make that valid. All right, so we've got a valid method. We've got this hookup. Begin teleport. It's right there. What are you mad about? What the hell are you mad about? It's literally right there. We're gonna assume that's IntelliSense being IntelliSense. IntelliSense and Unreal Engine does not work well together. If it builds, it builds. Come on, Six Corners, tell him I told you so. All right, so that built. We've got everything tied up. Do we not have it running? Yeah, we have it running right here. Okay, and we're gonna fire it off. It's gonna work. It's not gonna crash. It could just be that my Steam VR is sucking ding dongs right now. All right, so we're gonna close that because I mean my VR does have this wonderful broken message. We're just gonna shut that down. Yeah, exit Steam VR. Get that out of here. Get all that out of here. Launch it back up. Just save all. Whoops, that was a misclick. I don't know what I just did. Save all. Base station error. Yeah. We know that's broken. Nothing new here. Headset disconnected. Your headset. Oh no. Oh no. Did you? Oh no. Okay. Back in. Okay. I don't know if you guys heard me earlier. I actually did manage to run over the freaking cable. Fuck. All right. Close without sending. Open up this VR template. I'll launch it over here. Let's see if this works. VR temp delete me. Yeah, this was just because I needed a project to steal a file from. So, firing it up. Drum roll. It's working. It's trying. All right, now we actually want it to crash. All right, I know that sounds weird. Because if it crashes over here, it's not my project. It's probably not going to crash. I accept this. But I want it to. This has a different look next to it. VR preview? That's what I need it to be on. What's happening? I don't know. What the hell? All right. Move the headset around. Look in the headset. Nothing here. Well, it didn't crash. It didn't work. Oh, there it is. All right. Yeah, it's not working necessarily. It's not working. Come on, close. There it went right at the end. All right. So it seems to be working, which means it's something with my project. I've literally done nothing to the project at this point. I literally commented next to everything out. And it worked like 30 minutes ago. I'm going to end up solving the problem by watching the VOD of this stream. And we're going to be like, it works right here. I do what? It stops working. See, who needs source control when you just record all your actions? It's much easier this way. Watch it be a change I do with the freaking thing drag it off screen. All right, we're gonna move this around a little bit. Everything seems to be fine. Everything's working here. We're gonna change the play type. It's on VR preview. We're selecting viewport. All right, we're gonna do that. Huh. What the hell? It did change though. See, it did change. It crashed when I tried to change it, but it did actually change. All right, play. So now it should just play in this little window here. Please provide additional feedback. You can see what I was doing on stream here. I think that's my Twitch handle. Yep. Just making sure that I didn't have TTV on the end of it or something. All right, so we're gonna copy this and we're just gonna add this on every single one that we'd send in from now on. We can regenerate the files. That's what we're gonna do now. All right, close this out. Shut this down. This is clearly not working. Come over to here. We're going to make this big. Open in folder. Folder location. I believe I'm gonna need to double check. I believe I can delete binaries, intermediate, and something else. Unreal Engine, reset project, Unreal Engine, delete, config, intermediate, and can I delete the intermediate folder? Unreal Engine question. Yes, also binaries and saved are usually okay. So yeah, it's binary saved and intermediate. All right, get these out of here. Routinely delete everything besides source, config, and content folder. All right, we're gonna try deleting these. Boom. Can't do that because you have Visual Studio open. That makes sense. Oh goodness, did you have to download Android Studio and stuff to use your headset with UE5? I had to download something. Oh, let me delete them. The hell's it not let me delete them? Because I have the folder open? That doesn't make any sense. Fuck is hanging on to this? Sure, we'll skip it. Alright, launch it again. Rebuild the projects, rebuild the files. There it goes. I was like... Do 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it was a little quiet. I don't know if you can even hear me pushing the buttons for like a few moments later in the crickets. Okay. This is taking a minute. All right, programming Steam. Come over here. EFT demo. Real projects. VR. Open. Weird. Didn't know how to open it. You heard the crickets? Nice. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, no. All right, that launched finally. An error occurred in Stream Builds VR while trying to attempt to open the file path. Probably doesn't exist. Oh, my God. Oh, no. All right, we're going to close that. We're going to open it from up here. Open tools, refresh Visual Studio project. Oh man. All right. Tools, open Visual Studio. Come on. Look good this time. What is happening? All right, everything looks good now. Okay, we got our stuff back. We got our code back. Sweet, sweet. Everything's looking on the up and up. Now we gotta set this back to the VR preview. Oh. I am at a complete loss. I have no idea. Everything seemed to work until we did this, which he said was an issue. I just finished editing 4 of the 5 videos going up on my channel this week, and I'm gonna reward myself with some ice cream. Best of luck on the rest of your stream, and I'll be sure to drop by again soon. We're screwed if you don't know. Take care, Raccoon Gaming. Thanks for swinging by. Glad I could be a spot for you to get your editing done. Lately, we're all screwed, definitely, for sure, because I have no idea what the hell is going on here. Why this isn't working. Well, it's worse than that. I have no idea why this is crashing and burning. It seems to happen even whenever I just change settings. So, oh, I don't know. Let's maybe it's this. Maybe it's this. Let's trash can that. Maybe it was that none. We got teleport set up over here on spacebar. Let's trash can these too. Get those out of here. We're not using them. Okay. Save all. Oh, we're stretching for straws here. Okay. Let's change the character. We'll change the character. We'll use character. We're not going to use BP character. We're going to use the default character. Play. Hey. This is good. All right, close this out. All right, and now we're gonna go back to the VR character. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry about that. Did not mean to do that. All right. Like that was a surprise for me. Okay, I didn't feel it coming. It just popped out. All right, play. Okay. All right. It's working. Now we're gonna uncomment all the code. Gonna knock this out. We're gonna bring all this back. Now, some of you who are smarter than me might be saying, hold on a second there, Shinny. You might want to add things like one at a time, so if it breaks again, we have some sort of idea as to what in the hell is breaking. And to that I say, that's boring. Alright. Add all the code back in. Building. It built successfully. That's what that positive sound was, but it sure looks pretty pissed off. There's a lot of red squiggles. But hey, it said it succeeded. What the fuck? You were supposed to break. You didn't work the last 20 times. Weird. Those of you with astute observation skills might notice that it's not putting the marker where we're going. The marker isn't appearing anymore. Oh, we're on VR character. We need to go to BP VR character. That's the issue with that. We weren't using our character. We still weren't using our code. So now I'm filled with dread. We weren't using our character. We were using a VR character, but not our VR character. Now we're using our VR character and watch it crash and explode. Damn it. All right. What in the toodles is going on here? All right, sit and restart. Huh. So something with our VR character is busted for sure. And luckily we know that. We know it's within the character. I'm gonna open this up. Is there anything obviously jacked up in here? I mean, this can all go. It's not being used. Viewport. Hey, our destination is gone. What's going on with that? What's the deal there? How did you vanish? Yeah, there's no details either. What's going on with this? Details on here. There's no details on half this shit. Alright, this is very, very peculiar. Yeah, the destination marker is not showing up at all. Why would this be the case? This is the problem. But why? What the hell? This is definitely the problem. I don't know why it's doing this though. It's worked just fine for so long. Destination marker, use static, get root component. Destination. Destination marker. What's the squiggle say? Object member destination marker can be garbage collected at any time. Should not be. It's marked as a U property. That's the whole point of marking it as a U property. That way it cannot be. Mesh. Heading out. Take care, plant lady. Thanks for being here. Always appreciate you spending your time hanging out with us. You can be doing anything, but you're here, chilling. Love it. I really think it's messing up with the destination marker. I'm gonna take that away. And see what's up. Because yeah, I think this is it. Whoa, that was a bad drag. What's going on here? Oh, that's what's happening. It's interesting that some of these are doing the double slashes and some of them are doing this. Very odd. All right, so I think everything related to the destination marker has been removed. Everything related to the teleportation has been removed. Maybe teleport is a keyword. And me naming this teleport instead of after teleport is causing the issues. Because that's another thing that we changed. It'd be very odd if that was a keyword and it didn't tell us that it was a keyword. another issue I've had happen before, making a change to something made me have to making a change to like a C# C++ base class of a blueprint implementation while I had the blueprint implementation open. I've had that corrupt things before. I'm wondering maybe that's what's happened here. Because I mean, this destination marker is not showing up at all on the right hand side. It's nothing I can interact with. It's not here, it's nowhere, and that's definitely an issue of some sort. So I think I'm gonna try running this. It's gonna crash, I believe. Crashed. All right, I'm gonna fire up a new one. We're gonna make a new while that's firing up, I'm gonna bring this stuff back in. Taking this all out. Okay. Over to here. Jump over to here. Bring this back. Oh, no. Bring it back. Over to here. Check this out. Destination marker equals this. Create that. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking fine. I think this is all fine. I'm gonna build this. Make sure that this builds. And then I'll create a new implementation of it. And we'll see if that new implementation works. One unresolved external. What is this? The command build exited with code 6? What does that even mean? Are you making shit up now? Alright. We got a destination marker right here. Why is it squiggly? Not sure what the squiggles mean. Alright, we're gonna close this out. What does an unresolved external mean? It means nothing to me. Character, VR character object line 1. What? Hell. I'm gonna try building again. All right, let's see here. Unreal Engine build exited with code 6. What do we got? I found to edit out the extra quote in Visual Studio. Open UE4's project property page. Under the configuration property, select in make. This will make you build a command line, rebuild all the command line, and clean the command line. These can edit to remove the extra quote. What? All right. A different form. Let's go to a different form. You need to set the UE4 project as startup product first. Right click on the UE4 solution. Set start product. Build errors. Well, that's not the case. Sure would be cool if I could get what the build error is. Maybe it literally might just be that teleport is a fucking keyword or something stupid. All right, finish teleport. Sure, we'll go with that. Come over here. Come over here. Whoa, this stuff's all commented out. This is old stuff. I brought this all back. Begin teleport, finish teleport. Do begin teleports. Weird, the code like went back in time. Teleport, move that there, move this here. Lines up there. Everything looks fine. All right, looks like it's gonna build this time. Cool, it built. I will run it with a debugger attached. Cool. Now, like I said, I don't want to just fire this off right away. I want to make a new blueprint. We're gonna see here. How the hell do you make new blueprints? Add blueprint class. Gonna be based off of VR character. Believe this is the name of the C# class that I made. Let me double check that real quick, just so we can save ourselves some headaches. Yeah, VR character is the name of my class that I made. So we're gonna base it off of VR character. It's going to be BP VR character 2. All right, so we got that set up here. We can open this up, and when we come down, we click on the destination marker. We have details on the right-hand side for the destination marker, which was what was broken on the other one. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up and just double check that it's still busted. Destination marker still not showing anything. Very odd. And okay, and on here I'm gonna go, the static mesh is a cylinder, and then the material for the mesh is what was it, teleport? Okay. Compile, save. I don't think I made any other changes in the BP character. I mean, I might have. I don't recall. I don't think we did. Is skeletal mesh setup? Anything not default? Animation, use animation, none. I don't know. I don't think we changed anything. All right, now I got to change this to use BPVR character 2, so it's not using the one that I think is corrupted. We hit play, and it works. Okay, we got this bug back. Wow. So I'm like 100, I'm like 90% certain that somehow the VR character got corrupted. And that all of that was for nothing. Like, there was no reason for it to not work. The solution was I just made a new one. Like, the code didn't change. I just made a new one. That's it. I don't know why that head bug thing is here, because... Oh, I do know why that head bug thing is here. I do know why that's there. I can fix that. I can fix that. Because on the static character mesh of the new one, of the not corrupted one, no, this is data only blueprints. Yeah, open the full editor. Show me the goods. I go to the destination marker, and then like somewhere in here it's collision. It's colliding with itself. Collision. We want no collision. No collision. That's what we want. Compile, save, launch. Interesting. All right, so I think that... Actually, I don't know why that would have crashed. I just removed the collision on an attached actor. That doesn't make any sense as to why that would crash suddenly. Unless it's something else. Is there... Oh, it went back to the BPVR character. It didn't save it as BP... Okay. Okay. I think that is going to be in the editor preferences. I think I need to update the game mode in here somewhere. Oh my gosh. Player character. Default. I don't know. Maybe it's not editor preference. Yeah, it's not editor. It's gonna be project settings. All right, there. Now this should hopefully set that up to be correct from this point on. All right, VR character 2. That's what we want. Opening up the VR character 2, open up the full blueprint, click on the destination marker. It has no collision. Cool. It's on VR character 2. See, it's right there. Oh, you can't see it actually. It's behind my head. There. It's on VR character 2, right there. Play. Yeah, so the first one is corrupted somehow. The collision off was a red herring. It's working right now. Somehow it changed the settings. All right, and then we can teleport. Boom. And then mashing the teleport key doesn't do anything special. Like, you don't go flying super fast. The headset went outside of the tracking range. All right, up. And we're not falling through the floor ever. I forgot that we were even dealing with that bug. Pew! Ooh. All right, so we're gonna teleport within. We're teleporting within the boundary. So we hit spacebar and then I run away. All right, it's teleporting you to wherever it is at the time. It's not safe. It's not creating a snapshot, which is fine because under normal circumstances, you won't be able to walk around while you're teleporting. You won't be able to like teleport and then take 10 steps. So that's fine that behaves awkwardly. This is corrupted. That's all there is to it. I don't know how. I don't know why. But this destination marker, the details are blank. Something's broken with it. I've done nothing to it. The code is the exact same. See, the parent class is the VR character. And then this thing that works, parent class is VR character. There's no coding differences. They're following the exact same code. Exact same code. There's zero differences. So I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. That was frustrating. That was like an hour and a half. What the hell was that? That was weird. Sad to see that still exists, because we didn't make any changes, right? There was no changes that we made in this blueprint, really. Like, we could have set some of the we could have set some settings, right? But we didn't. The key thing is we didn't. But look at how many settings there are in here. This is off of one item. We're looking at the mesh. There's all these settings. All these methods could be overloaded. All this stuff. These all expand. There's so many things that we could have changed that I don't think we did. But, like, if we did change a bunch of shit and it corrupts like that, you just have to redo it. That's the only option. This is a bug that existed in Unreal Engine 4 for a while, and I don't know the exact cause. It's something about making changes while you have this open. It's something along those lines. So, lesson learned. The problem is the only way around it is to not have the editor open. It's not that you just have the file open, it's that the editor's open. So we'd have to... Sure, I'll save it. I hope that doesn't break it somehow. So the issue is how much longer it'll take. If you can only code when it's like this, shut down, and then you want to test it out, you have to launch it, and then you got to wait for it to launch, and then you can try running it. That's... I guess that's what we have to do, though. I mean, that was a long time just dealing with that. Yeah, I think we have a rough estimate as to when that happened. As to when is it your return set was probably somewhere around there. So around 9:30, 9:35 is when that stopped working. So about an hour, and it was nothing on my end. I mean, it was my problem. I had to deal with the issue, but it was nothing that I did that I know what it was. Nothing code related. There, we'll put it that way. There's no code related. Maybe I somehow corrupted a config. Maybe I did something outside of the desired workflow. Like maybe my process was bad. But it was not bad code. It was not bad code. That was frustrating. All right, well, let's go big face mode. That's not big face mode. Let's go big face mode. Ta-da! Well. Glad that we made some progress on this. That was nice. Fun. I like doing this. I really do. This is a lot of fun for me. It's very frustrating whenever things like that happen, obviously. But it's like a positive frustration, you know? You know what I mean? You can't have everything. You can't just be all bells and whistles. It can't be all sunshine and rainbows. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Can't always be golden all the time. You gotta have some troubles, trials, some turbulation. Can't have one without the other. It's impossible. But I do think that's where we're going to call it on the coding progress tonight. Did not make very much because we encountered a challenge that was a little difficult. Should I game dev tag to filter for streams? Hey, Foggy Night. That's a fantastic idea. I might not have done that because I didn't think about it. I haven't messed with any of the tags in Twitch. I'm actually over there right now. Because like they're all pre-made, right? Like I can't make up my own. So game space dev, game development. All right, sweet. Thank you for that feedback. I will definitely do that in the future. I appreciate it so much. So does that mean that you just went through all the dregs? You were just like looking through, starting at the bottom, and you managed to run into me? Yeah, no, I did not know that. Thank you so much. Man. Do you have any Unreal Engine experience? I asked this because we ran into an issue where somehow like a character blueprint got corrupted. At least that is my running theory. Because I literally made no changes. I just I made a new blueprint based off of the exact same C++ class. and everything started working. Nah, you weren't too far from the top, and I do not. I'm getting into Godot now as my first engine. Ooh, interesting. I don't know much about Godot. Is it different than Go? I would imagine it is. Go is like a SQL language, I think. Well, it's nowhere near like SQL, but it's... Oh, no, Go is a full language. Go is a full language. Not a database. It is a full language. Yeah, I don't know much about Go, obviously, by my random ramblings. I'm also starting to become tired and delirious. Oh my gosh. Well, I will show you this random thing just because I'm right here, and you'll be like, yeah, I'll never see that in the future. But just so you know, in case you ever encounter this, if you ever get into Unreal Engine, there's a very, very slim chance that it will hate you. No apparent reason. And all you can do is cry about it. Took me about an hour to figure out what was going on. And I don't know why. I don't know why it happened. But I remembered, like, after like 45 minutes of fighting with this, a random memory came up of me encountering this before, where it just like corrupts your blueprints, which is a visual scripting language based off of C++. So this VR character is a C++ thing that I've got going on here in the background. This is my C++ for it, yada yada. And then you put a blueprint on top of it to make quick edits that make things easier. And the details are all blank. When the details go blank, something's gone wrong here, but it's nothing that I've done. Absolutely nothing, because all I did was I clicked add new blueprint based off of the VR character, so it's going to make a new one of these off of the same thing. That's all I did. It's all I did. And and it came back. I gotta go here, click on here, and look, all the details are back. And then everything starts working again. No idea why. But I vaguely remember running into that issue before. It just took me a long time to remember. That's super frustrating. Super, super frustrating. But hey, we got through it. It's over. Yeah, Golang has its own language used for web server type stuff, etc. because it's good support for parallelism. Nice. No. The only thing that I know to avoid Mongo. Don't use Mongo. It's a trick. It's a lie. You don't need it. I'm a full believer of SQL. Well, Foggy Night, I was just about to wrap up. This is not don't always do programming stuff here. I've been doing it on Mondays. So on Mondays, I've been working on this Unreal Engine 5 VR, following along with a fantastic tutorial from the folks at gamedev.tv. They are awesome. I think I've got a tag. Hope I have a tag. No, I do, but I don't remember what it is. Tutorial? I forget. I'm I'm a goofy goober. But we can just do the plug like that. Boom. GameDev.tv. There's a lot of cool ones there. They do focus on game development, but they have some for like Blender if you want to do 3D models and some other stuff. It's a whole group of people. It started off as just one guy, Ben Tristan, and he eventually hired out some other people to help him. And he he has like the final say on all the tutorials, and they're all top notch. They have like coding challenges and other things, a huge forum of other people asking questions and sharing their work. It's really great. It's really great if you want to look into any C++, C#, and you want to learn it through doing game development. Highly, highly recommend. And they gave me permission to stream their content while doing it, which is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Yep, so on Mondays, we've been working on that, and then Wednesdays and Fridays, I just play games. Lately, it's been a lot of League of Legends. Might take a break from that. Might not. Who knows? I don't know. And yeah, I started playing with Snapchat filters, so that's new. And I think that this is one of the better ones right here. Boom. I like this one. But yep, thanks for swinging by. Appreciate you being here. And I'm gonna look at see what we're gonna raid out to tonight. Going to first off, I always check to see if anybody's live in the community Discord. Rip. What are we ripping? Is it just me logging off? Is that a rip for you? It'll be okay, Dustin. It'll be okay. We'll be back next time. Before you know it, it'll be Friday. Not seeing anybody on in the community Discord. Here's the link if you're interested. Check it out. You assign, we like tried to take like the Reddit model and put it into Discord. So you assign yourself categories that you're interested in, and it will open up channels related to those categories. If there is like a sub channel under a category that you wish to be added, let me know. If there's an entire category missing that you would like to be added, let me know. And yeah, since no one's on there, let's see what's up with Twitch. What Twitch recommendations do we have? Got? Oh, I accidentally did that in the wrong chat. That's why it didn't work. Maybe? Do I just have my chat broken? Maybe that's what's up. Maybe Stream Elements isn't working. I did do some updates. Sometimes when you do updates, it breaks things. And you never know what's broken until it's broken. Hey, the main volley, I haven't rated them in a while, and they're playing Icarus, which is a game that Alan Enraged wants me to buy. So let's check out the main volley. They definitely are in the community Discord, or at least they used to be. It's possible that they don't have their Twitch linked to their Discord channel, because I didn't see it. It's also possible I'm blind. I'm definitely blind most of the time. Let's go say hey and see what's good. Volley's a super cool fool, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. I know I mess with them a lot on Twitter. That's where I see them the most. So, take care, everybody. Until Wednesday. See you then.